G'day guys, my name is Caleb, otherwise known as the Critic Kebab. In the lead up to the 94th Academy Awards, I've been making a verdict on whether the films nominated for Best Picture are actually worthy of winning that extremely prestigious trophy. I have been giving my thoughts and breaking down the pros and cons of these movies and explaining why they are so great. That is, if they're even good at all. This is the last review in my series, but there is a playlist on the channel with all the videos, so make sure to check it out. Also, follow me on Letterboxd if you want to see my ranking of these Best Picture nominated films, as well as exclusive movie reviews for films that don't feature here on the channel. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more movie-related content. West Side Story is an adaptation of a 1957 musical and this 2021 remake by esteemed Hollywood director Steven Spielberg draws direct inspiration from its 1961 award-winning film predecessor. And in this review, I'm going to outline if this version is also worthy of winning some acclaim. So let's get straight into this. Now, the buzz around this film is mostly positive, but there is both some good and some bad, and I'm going to start by addressing the pros. Steven Spielberg has yet again accomplished wonders from the director's chair. His understanding of this genre and his collaboration with his fellow artists have proven very successful from a technical perspective. For the musical numbers, the staging, blocking, and choreography is dynamic and exciting, and that's thanks to a distinct directorial vision. The camera movement is often very energetic, framing the world and the characters within it very well. But even the non-musical numbers and the more dialogue-heavy scenes, the composition of shots is always engaging. The lighting is also amazing. The scene behind the grandstand between Tony and Maria was so visually interesting to look at, and the vibrant use of color added significantly to that. There are numerous moments sprinkled throughout this film where the lighting and vibrant use of color combine to shimmer a beautiful shot for the camera. All this positivity can be put under the cinematography umbrella, but I wanted to point out each specific aspect because it was so amazing. The costumes are also fantastic. Costuming is one of those aspects in film that, if done well, is completely invisible. But there is also cases where the outfits are so stunning and colourful that they catch your eye because they are so unique. Acting across the board was also quite good. I found that the cast inhabited their characters well, showing underlying emotions in key moments without speaking a line of dialogue, which is good. I think Ariana DeBose and Rachel Zegler are the two most charming performances, and whilst I liked Ansel Elgort's charismatic performance, he is noticeably vanilla when compared to the other talent within the cast. This is where we're going to start moving away from the positives in this film. The one thing I have mixed thoughts on are the songs. For a musical, arguably the most important ingredient is the music, and I did find some of them fun/emotional, but in my opinion, most of them were just okay musical numbers. It is important that the music not only is fun to listen to, but it also must communicate story, both through the lyrics and through dance. And I think it does that satisfactorily, but the songs just aren't that memorable. There is some cringe dancing moments that just don't make sense. Like when Tony and Riff are fighting over possession of the gun, there is absolutely no tension whatsoever because the characters keep breaking out into silly dance moves mid-fight. Another huge flaw in this film is that it feels long, and yet the story feels underdeveloped. The runtime is 2 hours and 36 minutes, and yet I feel I only scratched the surface of what all these characters were really about. This definitely is not a character study, that's for sure. Adding on to this feeling underdeveloped, the romance and its development is also quite shallow. The two leads don't get time to really change and evolve and learn about each other and come to love one another, flaws and all. Instead, it's a love at first sight story. The characters don't get to know each other, and we as viewers are just expected to accept it and care. But the biggest storytelling flaw that can't be excused is the character's ability to forgive. It is atrociously silly and completely unbelievable that Maria would discount the importance of her heritage and the relationship to her brother and would forgive Tony for murdering Bernardo. I know the cliche, love will make you do crazy things, but I could not suspend my disbelief for this. Tony and Maria have known each other for a couple days, and to think Tony is more worthy of love and respect than Bernardo is just wrong. In addition to this, Anita is somehow convinced to forgive as well, and she gives Maria a pass. I couldn't comprehend the stupidity of this moment, as it didn't seem intellectually reasonable for these characters. This bizarre story moment did not get renovated for the 2021 remake, and anyone who gives this a pass is morally questionable. But this is a movie that has plenty to say. It has lots of subtle and sometimes less subtle commentary on racial relationships, the dynamic between men and women, and what it means to overcome past mistakes. And can you really change who you are as a person? Lots of interesting story elements for viewers to chew on. And whilst the main plot begins, unfolds, and eventually finds its destination, it does feel slightly underdeveloped. West Side Story is very well directed, but its core story is flawed, and this remake is just good. Definitely not as great as some people are claiming. There you have it, my thoughts on West Side Story, but also my thoughts on the Best Picture nominated films for the 2022 Oscars. I hope you enjoyed this series. Remember to check out the playlist to see all the movie reviews there. I'd appreciate if you smash that like button, share this series around, comment your thoughts, and of course, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. Thanks so much for watching this video, or any in the 2022 Oscars series. Stay safe, stay responsible, and I'll catch you in another video here on Critic Kebab.
Amazing!